Greetings and welcome back to the lab. Well, something happened, and I figure it's about time I talk about it. You saw the thumbnail. I'm doing this because I'm kind of a mess right now. I'm doing this without the front shot, so it's just going to be top down. I got a package, but that package got stuck in customs here in LA for about 6 days. And I was starting to worry that something was going on, that I was going to get hit with some after delivery charges or something like that. That hasn't happened yet. I've been wondering what's going to happen to me, to my experiments, to all of this stuff. What with the tariffs going on right now, I'm very low budget on this, and having to pay 2.5 times as much is just a little bit crazy. Well, as it turns out, the package arrived today, so I want to open it up. I want to see if there's any evidence that customs went through it, and because it said it's being inspected by customs, and it sat at that rate for 6 days. So maybe it fell off the conveyor belt and somebody found it 6 days later, or maybe they did some inspecting. As far as I can tell from the outside package, nothing going on. I'm going to have to be careful about this because I haven't scratched out my address, so give me a second. Here's the package, and it looks to me like it's the same kind of packaging that I always get, so I don't think they've really done anything, but let me take a quick look off camera. Let's see, there's nothing interesting. It says ship from Central Street, 5th floor, Springfield Gardens, New York. So it looks like maybe it went into customs in New York and then it had to travel all the way across to LA. That's interesting. That's the best I can kind of figure on this just from looking at the label, which I can't show you. So let's open it up and see what I got, because this has some impact on the project that I was planning on doing videos on, and various other things have been happening. So let's see. Is this, yeah, typical sort of bag in a bag kind of packaging. And now I got to be careful as I pull them out to make sure I don't reveal anything. Okay, I'll put that to the side. This one, yep, has my information on it. It does not say much more. I can't tell if there's anything identifying it. I don't see anything there, so I really should get a sharper knife. Now that, oh, by the way, now I'm finally off of the blood thinner, so anybody that cares about that stuff, that is really good news. No more blood clots, no more evidence of blood clots, so but you don't need all my personal stuff here. This is probably not going to have any identifying information on it. Nope. And so this is now 3rd level bagging. See what it is? Yep. Okay. I ordered more of these, but there should be a slight difference. So here is my power bank, which I will unplug because it's been recharging. These should be warm white. Let's find out. It's a little on the cool side, but that's a warmer white. The idea with the power banks, and I'm going to build one soon so you can see how I did this, is that, oh wow, did that just blink? Well, while I wait and see if it blinks, the idea here was just to upcycle some batteries from the mini smoke machines, what I call the mini smoke machines. You need an awful lot of them to do a rock concert, but I certainly wouldn't. Yeah, that's reasonable. So the idea was that if I have a bunch of these and I have a bunch of these, and I could light up an area, make some good solution for if there's a natural disaster and I need something small like this. This is a little less than 2 inches cubed. Let's find out. Pull up the BitNotes measurement device. Line it up. Yeah, that's like 1.75 inches. Now, this came from the bottom section actually being caps for the feet of a chair, so it would slide across the carpet a little bit better, but that didn't work. And I had a couple of them lying around, and I came up with the idea of doing this. Took me a little while to get the cutouts right, and it still has some support material you got to take off carefully, but it's an interesting little form factor for the batteries that you find in at least some of the older mini smoke machines. So that's good. Let me get these out of the way. I don't want to get confused with this one. One day I want to see if I can hack one of these. So let me get these out of the way. Oops. Next package. Yep. This one has my address on it. But yeah, I think I only ordered 4 things. Gotta be careful here. Okay. This one. All right. Hey, that actually might be a little sharper, even though I try not to. I try to round corners on everything so that they're not dangerous. If you're interested in measurement device there, the ruler, which also has holes for tiny little things and working its way up to 5 millimeters, which was the size of a 5 millimeter LED. So that was something. Then let me know in the comments and I'll post it somewhere so you can download and have them made. Although I'm also discovering now that the cost of having PC boards made is going way up. Not so much the cost of the PC board, that's the same, it's the shipping. And I think what they're doing is, in light of the tariffs, they're raising shipping prices or not having the cheap shipping options. So you have to go with the sort of high-speed option. Once they're finished, you get it overnight. So that's unfortunate. Okay, these are the USB boards, or actually, for the power bank. And I wanted to try it with USB-C, and I wanted to see if the measurements are the same because I had so much difficulty getting it just right. So it looks like it's going to be pretty close. I got another one here that I haven't built yet. So a quick preview. I just want to make sure this will actually fit in the accommodation for it. It's going to be a tight fit. Oh, I know. I have another one sitting around here nearby somewhere. There it is. Well, I'll pick that up later. Here's one of the micro. Yeah, definitely a different size. This one's deeper and wider. So I'm going to have to reprint at least this piece with all of these dimensions kind of adjusted. So that's where we are on that. I got a few of these. We'll get those out of the way. And, whoops, did I just... Nope, we're good. Pile of stuff uses a scalpel. I'm a little afraid of that idea. Looks like LEDs, maybe? What does it say on here? It doesn't. I know I did order some LEDs. They're supposed to be super bright. Sort of like a cob or a chip on board. Okay, so this is, yeah, there's a G on here. I'm guessing this is the green. They are still the same voltage. So I should still be able to do it with a battery as long as this battery is actually charged. Let's see if this is bright. Oh, nope. I think that battery's dead. As I get caught in everything. There's the green. Oh, that is bright. I'll give you that. And I bought these actually because I wanted the white, but I figured as long as I'm doing that, if I come up with ideas for projects where I need a super bright LED, what I wanted was the white so I could build something like a power bank, but with a hidden switch to have like make it a flashlight. So that it's not just a power bank, but you could have, say, for instance, it's sitting on the table and you just tap on the top there. So it's a hidden switch, but then there'd be a light here that'd be shining out. So also, because it's a cube, you can put it down and very easily have it stand up, as opposed to something like, this is one of my favorite power bank / flashlights, but it won't stand up. This is one I built out of a laptop battery, but the flashlight in this thing is pretty weak. So maybe I could even hack it and put stronger LEDs in here. I don't know. Let's see if we can turn it off now. There we go. So just ideas that I've had, and now I'm also starting to think of things like, what if I can't get my parts from China to do little projects like this? What other options do I have? Instead of having everything 3D printed in China, I can probably just go ahead and 3D print myself using the facility that I found at the library there. Just as long as I'm only doing prototypes and not going into production. So I would have to post the files for somebody to be able to use them. And again, if any of these ideas strike your fancy, if you want to see more of this, then definitely let me know in the comments and I'll prioritize those projects. Moving on, there should be one last thing here, and this goes to a wireless camera that I have. Like a Wi-Fi camera for security, but it has the battery is wearing out and it needs to get topped off. And I have another camera that came with a solar panel. So I figured maybe I can get a solar panel and do the same thing with that one. So let's see if I can make this do something. I have various different things around here I could play with. Now this one, oddly enough, has a socket. And I went back and forth trying to decide what I wanted to do exactly. And I ended up deciding, yeah, I'll just go with the socket. It also looks like it might have protective film on it, which I'll have to peel off to make it really effective. Let's see what I've got here. I've got this, which is barely going to light up. I've got, oh, here we go. I was pulling out, because I was trying to figure some other stuff out, old prototypes that I had built. This is one with some flickering LEDs, and it's got its own USB mounted to it. This is just a USB breakout board that I then mounted to a piece of project board and built this. So let's see if this has enough to turn it the right way. There we go. Not quite enough coming out of it to light this up. That is not that encouraging. Let's try a different one. I got a few of these. Some of them I mounted the USB up. Okay, there we go. It lit the green, but not, there's supposed to be some blue LEDs here. We're not out in the sun. We're using the studio lights, which are not the brightest. Yeah, the green lit up, but not the others. Again, if you want some of these type of ideas you want me to run through, I can. Yeah, like I said, some of them are mounted one way, some are mounted the other. Oh wow, you can barely see it. There's an orange LED, and the yellows are lit up. Let's see. What happens if I move this closer to the studio light? That's better. So as a solar panel, it works. Let's go back to that first one. I don't know, the socket feels kind of cheap, but if I only mount it outside and don't mess with it, I might be okay. This doesn't appear to be lighting up here, So it's not generating a huge amount of current. What else have I got here? I got one more. Okay, that's barely lit. Now we're getting more. Come back down, go back up. There you go. So it is a solar panel. It does appear to work. Let's see if we can get... Yeah, it's almost like circuit board material. They used silicone to seal this together. The cable feels kind of cheap, but I think I only paid like $4 or $5 for this. And if it keeps the battery topped up on that camera, that's all I really need. And it does conveniently have this, so I can I probably won't hang it on a nail. I'll probably end up screwing it down, and then I got to figure out where to position it so I can catch the sun the best. I'm hoping that's not a crack. I don't think so. All right, well, I will leave the peel till later. I'm not going to go with the easy joke there. Anyway, that's the stuff I got this batch. I got more stuff coming, and soon I should have a video on one or the other of these, either the power bank or the mystery box or the rattle can bracket spray paint can, so that I can actually hang my spray paint cans because I'm running out of room for things. So that was that one. I can't find one of the pieces for right now, but I need to reprint that piece anyway. So no big deal. I'll get that taken care of sometime in the next couple of days, and then I'll get a video put together and post it up here. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.